Hello, I'm Marie McManus, and today I'm going to talk to you about an unfortunately pretty relevant topic. So I'm going to talk about what happens if your house is not selling. So we wouldn't have this conversation. We've rarely had it in the last maybe 5 years, really, because things have been moving and moving quickly. What I tell agents that are newer in the business, we're back to normal. So this is the way things go. Things aren't just flying off the market, but it's more important than ever that your house is positioned correctly, because some of them are just not selling. So, you're there, your house has been on the market, you've gotten it ready, and you're not getting hardly any showings. Or you're getting a bunch of showings and they're not making an offer. So there's a couple things that you need to know when that happens, because you start questioning everything. You start questioning the price. You start questioning, did I pick the right agent? You start thinking about the marketing, which is critical. You should think about that and the exposure that your house is getting. But if your house has a lot of showings and your agent is following up with buyer's agents, sometimes it's hard to track them down because they're just going from house to house. And at the moment, we're having a crazy thing happen where we've got agents writing offers on houses, and then the buyers don't seem fully committed, or just saying, sorry, here's a termination. We decided not to buy it. Well, that kind of activity happens when there's a little more uncertainty in the market, but it doesn't mean that you are not going to sell your house. In order to sell your house today, though, you've got to have a plan. It's actually a beauty contest and a price war. So in order to sell, you really need to make sure that your home is either number one or number two in terms of price and condition. You should always question your agent. You should be looking at, what are they doing every day? Are they using their own local contacts to get buyers in there? And they'll tell you if they're having a hard time getting people come. That is price objection most always, because if it was the right price, everybody would be coming to see it. Now, as I mentioned, you could have many people looking at your house and nobody's making an offer. Well, through my learning, I've come to understand, and I've seen this in practice so many times. If you're having a lot of showings and no offers, you could be at least 5% over the market. On the other hand, say that you had several showings in the beginning, but you are having no showings at all. That is a clear indication that you're probably at least 10% over the market. It's a conversation that you need to have with your agent, and your decisions need to be data-driven, and you need to just have a heart-to-heart. If you've listed with somebody and maybe they're just, they're really afraid to tell you some things that you really need to know, pull it out of them, because you need to know what the feedback is. And it could be that they hate your wallpaper. It could be that they feel like it is too dated for the price. It could be that something's changed in the competition level. Maybe when you put it on, you had lots of action and you were feeling very confident. That new neighborhood hadn't come online yet with all these new homes that are currently competing. And so all of that, it's critical that you get the advice that you need to make the right decision. So if you're thinking of selling a home in Augusta, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I can give you a good plan and tell you what's happening here in our local economy. And I'd look forward to helping you. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe.